car. Alpine once again showing their might then and showing their stuff. Here's Flippy. Flippy is going for it. He's having a look on the outside. Then he is going on the outside, but Pease has got the inside. Is he going to go up and under? Great defending there. Flippy is through, or is he? Because Pease is broke so much there. He's gone deep, and he's been looking at that, and they're almost making contact, banging wheels. They're both harvesting. The McLaren takes pole position. Pease down to fifth. Van Von is past her. Box talent up into seventh position as well. Incredible race in there, but unfortunately for Flippy's point of view, he won't have DRS, I don't believe, so Pease will have DRS. Let's go on board. The DRS board is just here. There it is, and now that Flippy's going to have to be looking at his wing mirrors here, even though they're as useful as a chocolate fire guard. And look at this, and then wheel to wheel onto the hairpin, locking up, stamping on the brake pedals. Pease is through and into fourth position. I'm dribbling everywhere, but it's going wheel to wheel. Fantastic race, and as I come across the line, magnificent stuff. But Pease is coming back at him as we go into turn one. Magnificent. Fantastic. There's Aston Martin in the pits. A mortal now steam through, but look at how much time he's lost there. There's so much going on. Chaz has lost down into fourth position. He's now got a Haas car going past Legend. Williams also sweeping through as well. Knowsley up the inside. What a manoeuvre. Knowsley down in ninth position. Brabham up into ninth position as well. Nope, nope, I do not know where they are. Chaz is down into sixth now. Van Von is up into fifth position on the medium tires, so Van Von does have a 10-second penalty. Flippy's past Legend as well. There's the McLaren of Chaza, who I'm not sure if he was trying to get out of the hot air from the back of the car.
The Mortal's taking the lead then as we get into the braking zone. Then there's a Mercedes going down the inside. Then that's Young Light saying he's got a great start as well. There's spin for Menace Max there. And oh dear, Sam Swift has almost been caught up in that as well. Then as we go through then into turn 3, it's almost carnage. There's contact between the McLaren and the Ferrari as we go through into sector 2 now. And all sorts of things going on in the background here as well. Then Menace Max has lost 7 places with that difficult start. Then as we go down to P7 for Menace Max, then Medi's held station for the time being. Flippy's gone round. Then what's happened to Flippy there? He's had an issue then at turn 5. Then he's back underway, but he's lost a bit of time, a bit of speed there as well.
Yes. To be honest, I'm not sure about having that pole on the screen anyway, because to be honest, it's too big, isn't it? It's into the pits comes Flippy, and also into the pits comes, it's a 10-second penalty for Flippy, and that is crucial for Flippy as he does change tyres onto the hard tyres. Now, is the rain actually coming, do you reckon, there? Coming out of the pits now, does come Flippy there, but that's a 10-second penalty, unfortunately, as now they're coming out of the pits now, but then we've got Flippy lights out of the pits as well. I don't think anyone else had a 10-second penalty. Very sluggish. Oh, Pete's already up the road then. As we've got the Aston Martin coming through as well. Yellow flag. What's happened? It's a Ferrari. Oh, it's Menace again. He just cannot get to grips with this circuit in the Ferrari. And he's carrying on, but that's not a deal. There's more yellow flags in the background. And as Krause also had a trip as well. He's on 6 up sometimes. Mars out of the Grand Prix. It's a safety car. There is all over the back of Delando then. So Delando, yellow flag. It's the other Ferrari again then. Is Delando is dropped out of 10th position there. He is going to fight for all the marbles here. Oh no, they have locked up. They have come together. Oh, and Delando, is he okay? He is okay there. As my goodness gracious me. Flippy's not. That's a crash, and that's a crash between Pease and Flippy. And I must say, Pease is, oh goodness me, the wings come off. That's a humongous shunt then. Is that a VSC or anything like that? Surely there's going to be some kind of precaution here. Flippy don't look like he's damaged, but Pease certainly is damaged there, isn't he? Goodness me, we was watching Delando, he cut back across and both cars was off it, and to Rouge and Rally on once again. And here he comes, and it's Immortal then coming out from underneath the rear wing there, but Immortal hasn't got the, oh and look, Flippy's going to go through, it's going to be Zonta, and it's going to be Zonta, Haggard and Schumacher. No, it isn't there, it's Immortal gets 4th position there, Flippy in 5th, Legends is down into 6th, and Sam Swift Ninja, I thought it was going to be wrong the case there, but great stuff indeed that Flippy almost pulled off the overtake of the season and replicating the 2000 Belgian Grand Prix where Mick Hakkinen overtook Michael Schumacher for the lead of the Grand Prix, as of course poor Zonta didn't know where to go in his BAR Honda. Now preparing for the south. marvellous start to the Grand Prix. There's 3 stops on Wednesday, but this turn it's going to be more of a straightforward and go for the Hungarian Grand Prix. Flippy's had a terrible start in the McLaren. An awful start for the team, for the McLaren team. And then Flippy's dropped all the way down then to a 5th, a 6th, or 7th position. On the outside goes Sam Swift Ninja. Immortal's not in the... Where's Immortal gone? Immortal's dropped down the order as well. He's down into 3rd position there. And now Sam Swift Ninja's going to go from the 3rd run to taking the lead of the Hungarian Grand Prix. The master of the Hungara ring then is now leading this. Here comes Flippy trying to get past Van Von, who Van Von's opening a couple laps was impressive. Oh, contact, is that going to damage the McLaren? No, I think it's okay, but now he's on the inside there as he just kind of nudged Van Von out of the way ever so slightly. Van Von's going to go on the inside, so Flippy's on the outside. Has he done it? Then he's got so much more grip. Van Von's tyres, I think, are gone, and through he goes. Magnificent stuff indeed there. I'm certain that MHD needs to come in the pit. Drive through pit. Now he needs to come into the pits because he's going to drive through penalty. Goodness gracious me, this race is just serving up action and drama in this one. And Flippy is coming into the second to last corner and coming into the final quarter for the 35th and final time. And Flippy is going to emulate Heikki Kovalainen with win this first race in Hungary out of the final turn. And Flippy wins the Hungarian Grand Prix, his first win of his career in Grand Prix racing. Out of the final turn then for the 27th and final time, and Brabham is going to win his second win of his career. He's going to win the Italian Grand Prix. What a performance for Brabham! What a magnificent performance indeed there. His second win of his season and of his career as well in Italy. With a mortal down into 15 then, and this is going to get a very interesting end to this race. But more importantly for Sam Swift Ninja, this is currently 10 points out of the lead of Immortal then, and the gap will be down to 62 points at the end of this one there, and out of the final turn. And I think Sam Swift Ninja has done enough, and he's coming to the line as well. It's his first win since the British Grand Prix, and so is it, because here comes Flippy. It's going to be closer, and Flippy takes the Grand Prix lead, and the winner of the Baku and Azerbaijan Street Circuit. My goodness me, Flippy wins by 3,400th of a second. Wow, absolutely incredible from Flippy. There was me thinking it was done and dusted, but it absolutely wasn't. What an incredible end. Flippy wins his second Grand Prix win of his career. And look at Percy, he's gained 8/10 of a second on that first sector alone. I think that Flippy may be concerned about keeping third position here. Second position, I mean, and there's a red ball, but we're just watching Sam Swift Ninja, and he's going for it then, and he's going, and Flippy then for him, almost there. It's so much there, Sam Swift Ninja sails on the inside, contact between the two cars, both of them are off the circuit. Oh my goodness gracious me. And again then, of course, similar to Kota last year, isn't there? And that might be a grey area there. That's the problem with Aaron Reynolds. So Sam Swift Ninja has taken the lead at the United States Grand Prix, and look at Percy's in the vicinity as well with 2 laps to go in this one. Just me. And now back at the front then, and Immortal's down at the inside, contact, and he's down into 4th position now. And Cam is now back at, there's too many Cams, Van Vons and all that kind of stuff. And now on the inside goes Flippy, and look at this as Brabham's trying to break the slipstream. Immortal is going to lose more points here in the World Championship. My goodness gracious me. On the inside goes Flippy, he dives at the inside, that's going to be contact between himself and the Aston Martin. Oh my goodness me, Immortal is now down into 5th position. The gap is he's losing 15 points. All fighting for that final point. As I've lost it, what's happened? As look at this then, it's Sam Swift Ninja, and they're fighting. Sam Swift Ninja's got on the inside, so Flippy's on the outside, and Flippy takes the lead of the Abu Dhabi Grand Prix. But Flippy's got on the outside. Sam Swift Ninja tries to hold him off, but Flippy takes the lead of the Abu Dhabi Grand Prix with just 5 laps to go. The final couple of corners now of what has been a fantastic race, and we've got a problem with an Alpine now, as Flippy wins the Abu Dhabi Grand Prix to win his third race of the season. Sam Swift Ninja wins the World Championship for the 4th time in his career. Sam Swift Ninja is a 4-time World Champion there. What a superb achievement there.